too far away. A place named Socrates Academy. Have you heard of it? You should go there, it's great. A place called Socrates Academy. There was an assistant principal named Mrs. Brighton. Mrs. Brighton loved Socrates and wanted everyone to know that she worked with the greatest teachers and students in all the land. She would tell everyone that she met how wonderful Socrates was and how hard her students worked. At the grocery store, she would talk about how smart the students were and how much the teachers cared. At the library, she would tell the librarian about the great books her students were reading. Mrs. Brighton would talk to total strangers about how much she loved Socrates. But she never felt like it was enough. She wanted everyone to see how much she loved her school. Each day, Mrs. Brighton would wear her Socrates spirit shirt so everyone would know where she worked. She loved that green shirt, and it felt so good when she put it on each morning. Every night, she would fold it neatly so it was ready for the next day. Just recently, the school also allowed her to wear a white Opa shirt, so now she had two choices. But it wasn't easy keeping two shirts clean when she wanted to wear them all the time. Even when she would only wear them for Friday spirit days, she still didn't always have the laundry done in time. She didn't want her spirit shirts to smell funky. What is an assistant principal to do? Before going to bed, Mrs. Brighton asked for a solution. Oh, Spiritwear Fairy Godfather, if you can hear me, please help. Late one night, while Mrs. Brighton lay sleeping, she was awakened by the Spiritwear Fairy Godfather. Mrs. Brighton said, "You have been a loyal and spirited supporter of your school. I know that you want more spiritware, and I am here to grant your wish. I am happy to tell you that your school will be adding new spirit shirts." The Spiritwear Fairy Godfather reached into his magic bag and pulled out a green tie-dye shirt! He said, now I know it doesn't have the white writing because it's still in the printer, so imagine you're with me. But it is going to look so good when it has Socrates Academy written across the front. Mrs. Brighton was so excited. She leaped off her bed and she twirled in her new shirt. A cool green tie-dye? This is so exciting! As she turned around to thank the fairy godfather, he held up his hand. Wait, there is more, he said. Weather is now getting colder, and you will need to stay warm. How do we show school spirit even when the weather is too chilly for a t-shirt? The fairy godfather scratched his head and thought for a moment. Then a light bulb went off. Now, I know what we need, he said, and he reached back into his magic spiritwear bag and pulled out a thick, fluffy, green sweatshirt. Now, again, it doesn't have the white writing on it yet because it's still in the printer, but just think how warm this sweatshirt is going to be in the winter. Mrs. Brighton quickly pulled the sweatshirt on and snuggled up in the warm breeze. She said, Spiritwear Fairy Godfather, does this mean that I can wear these items on Friday spirit days? Yes, indeed it does, said the fairy godfather. Mrs. Brighton danced with joy. She couldn't wait to get some new spiritwear. The fairy godfather told her to check the Socrates connection that is emailed to all Socrates families on Thursday afternoons because they can find the directions and the order forms in there. Mrs. Brighton did not wait to order her new spiritwear. She grabbed the fairy godfather's hand and they skipped off to tell their friends,